All right, guys, how's it going? Long time no see. We're back at the Dragos comedy podcast. This is how
Yay.
this is the name of the podcast. Long time. We did a podcast with Luana here. I don't know if you remember Luana was also a comedian. Yes, Luana, you
I'm
want
a
to give us a quick
comedian.
intro?
I'm a Romanian comedian that lives in Amsterdam and talks about sex therapy and other important things.
Yes, but we're now doing some shows in Brussels here, and I figured let's do some more. Let's do some more podcasts. We haven't done podcasts in a while. Let's do the content machine going, right? I feel but it's also I feel like at the moment I don't know if you're struggling with this online with the Instagram is a lot of weird stuff is happening, and also I feel like they want more content, and there's only so many jokes you can write, you know.
Well, yeah, yes, of course, because I started at one point, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to put all my jokes that I write, I'm going to put them online. And then people started coming to shows and they were like, oh, we already know that. I'm like, yeah, but you have too good of a memory. Like sometimes I don't remember them and they do remember them because they're online. And also it doesn't go the same way.
Yes.
The algorithm with...
I have this issue as well. Sometimes I forget some jokes and they're like, oh, what about this joke? I was like, I completely forgot about it. I think I saw Victor in a video once say something quite funny. It's like when you go to the theater, you don't complain that the people are doing the same thing again.
Actually, that's right.
Yeah, so I feel like, I don't know if we're like compared to the theater here, but yeah, I think just trying to figure out, just trying to spice up a little bit of content. I mean, the podcasts have been doing well. People do like it. I think it's also a good way to kind of connect with I don't know how much I want to like give away, like, because I feel like if people watch the podcast too much, then they kind of can predict the way you think, and maybe the jokes are not as surprising. You know what I mean?
You think if they know who you are, like as a person, then they can predict where the joke is gonna go as well.
Maybe. I feel like that way with some. But to be honest, I think podcasts usually work for like people do want to consume stuff. Mm-hmm. And they want to consume stuff from people they follow. So it might also be a good thing or bad thing, you know. So my thought process was like, let's start again the podcast. We could talk a little bit more about our struggles. You're like, I have struggles. Yes. We can talk about different things and see how people kind of like, respond to it. And if they respond to it, more podcast, less podcast, we'll see what happens. I mean, we have like, I don't know. Right now, I think the hottest topic. You want to talk about comedy or you talk about politics? Because we have some big news in politics at the moment, eh?
Oh, we can talk about politics. I don't know a lot of stuff, but I have opinion. I can have opinions.
I was just talking about the drone.
Oh, the drone! You told me about the drone.
Yes.
I read it on a meme.
On a meme, or they were doing memes for the drone.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, today is the 29th of May, I think, and a Russian drone hit an apartment building in Galați, which is a city in Romania. It's about 200 kilometers away from my hometown. How far is it from your hometown? You're from Brăila? No.
I am from Ploiești.
Ploiești, close. Buzău, Ploiești, Galați. Actually, very close.
From Buzău.
From Buzău, yes.
I thought you're from Galați. Why?
No, I'm not from Galați. No, I don't think
anyone
has ever come out of there.
Actually, I don't know anybody from Galați.
Nah, I know one person. But basically, you're from Ploiești, I'm from Buzău, and it's relatively close to our hometown, right?
I mean, yeah, I think it's maybe 200, maybe 300 kilometers or something.
Yeah, mine's a bit closer.
Which is like 6 hours in one Romanian roads.
Because you're also going back home, right? You're going back home this summer, I said.
Yeah, I'm going back home. I haven't been home in a year.
In a year?
I haven't been home in a year, and I'm pretty sure nothing changed. But
who's waiting for you there?
My mother, mainly. My mother.
And she's like, "Where have you been? You left me here to die."
Oh yeah, this is what she told me. It's like, I haven't seen you in a year. You don't know how many years you have left until I die. She was an invitation. There's the invitation to come back.
The invitation is like, you got to come back now for the funeral.
For the funeral, yeah. I mean, I'm still thinking about it. It's kind of sad,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like, I guess it's a little bit of blackmailing to come back, but also you should probably go back and visit them. I also go back and visit my parents like once a year, I think. My mom is based out of Malta now, so we go back and visit them every now and then, see how they are. But I haven't been to Buzău in like ages, like literally 8 years, because there's no one there anymore.
When you go to Romania, you basically go to do shows.
Shows, yeah.
Do you sometimes like take 1 or 2 days to see your friends?
Sometimes on the day of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, on the day of the show, but I don't take like an extra day to kind of do stuff, which I think, to be honest, we went was it last year? We went to Sofia to kind of check out a little bit the location.
I remember because I was, sorry, I'm looking for my water.
It's fine. Yeah, it's very hot.
I was actually there.
You were there?
I was there. I mean, I came with
at the same time?
The show, the comedy show.
Ah, yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
In Romanian. I saw you in Romanian.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, was it good?
It was good. Huh? I mean, you were good. I was.
I remember you opened. No, did you not open?
I opened. You said we had 2 shows in a row. The first time I did something on stage. Right. I don't know how when I don't do well, I do longer.
Right.
And when I do well, I do shorter.
Yes.
Maybe it's like I'm like, I don't know how this went well. See you.
Just leave on top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting doing comedy in Romania. I think sometimes the muscle is similar actually. Too. I was saying that I think the writing muscle is very different. Like writing for Romanian, writing for English, it's quite different for me. But I think like the crowd work muscle is quite similar.
Oh, the crowd work muscle is very similar.
Yeah, I only did crowd work, right? So I think it worked out well. And maybe I'll go back again this summer to do some more crowd work. It's fun. I think people in Romania also appreciate it. They like the vibes. I mean, a lot of the comments from the other comedians are like, it's a bit weird to do it in English for other Romanians, for them. But for me, like, I'll do it in English anyway, and they're coming for English. So it's not that weird.
You mean like when you go to Romania, it's weird to do your show in English?
For me, it's not weird.
It's not weird,
right? For me, it's not weird. Other people say, like, is it not weird? Like other Romanian comedians, like, is it not weird to perform in English if you're Romanian for Romanian people? And I think because they also expect me to perform in English is not weird.
No, it's not. Yeah. Also, you started comedy in English, right?
Yeah.
So it's a different
ball
way.
Game, yeah. It's a different kind of, I guess, like perception of it, no? Yeah, I feel like I haven't really been keeping up with Romanian comedy, but I feel like the events, I heard that the event space is going a bit down recently in Romania. They're not selling as well, but not from what you're telling me in terms of the festivals, right? You're going to the...
Oh yeah, I have a few shows in Romanian for the Romanian community in the Netherlands. Mm-hmm. So I guess there is people that want to see...
Yes, consume it.
But also I feel that because they are outside of Romania, somebody talking about what they've been through, what it's like to be abroad.
Yes, it's like a...
What they miss, what they don't miss. I can't wait to hear what they don't miss. And what they don't miss.
It's like a therapy of sorts, right? I was getting a lot of people like this in the US. I was doing shows in the US. And there's a lot of Romanians that, or like you said, Europeans that have, been in the US for 20 years, 25 years. Then they're kind of like a little bit disconnected from the present, but they want to hear more about the struggle, what's happening, this kind of like a little bit of melancholical kind of like reminiscing. Reminiscing, is that the word?
Yeah,
reminiscing.
I think it is.
They kind of like think about it in a more of a, the motherland. It's kind of like the time has passed and they forgot most of the bad things and they only remember the good memories.
This is how it goes.
So they romanticize it a little bit. So it's a bit interesting because I was looking at the audience. And the audience, they're having fun and whatnot. But like I'm trying to combine, some of my personal stories with the stories about Eastern Europe. And it's like an interesting kind of like dynamic.
Well, it is, and also I think like Romanians here. I mean that not in Romania. I mean because in Romania you cannot really reminisce. You
can reminisce because you're there, yeah.
Because you're there. I mean,
reminisce is just having flashbacks.
Yeah, it's like. But so when you see somebody who has also been living abroad for a long time and you kind of overlap in generation, you're like, oh, you're 35, I'm 40. Oh my God. Did you
do this?
Did you see this movie?
Right.
Or
were you watching this on TVR or whatever?
Yeah, or did you learn this song in school?
It's interesting
very nice.
Because I was talking to Sofia about this. Look, and I went because she came along this time as well, and went to like San Francisco and then New York, and we were saying that I feel like a lot of times like people that are abroad, for example, I don't know, maybe we're a little bit exceptions, because I feel like we have integrated quite well with the groups where we're in. I mean, it's like we have groups of friends that are more international.
Yes, yes, yes.
I feel like a lot of times there's big groups. I mean, of course, they also have friends, but there's like big communities in the US, for example, where they hang around with a lot of Romanians, which is a little bit different from Europe, right? Because in Europe, they don't hang, I mean, it's the ones that I don't hang out as much with other Romanians. They hang out with other international people, no?
No, you're right. Here in...
But I feel like in Canada and the US, they're hanging around more with other people from Romania. So I was like trying to figure out why that is exactly. And I think it's because also maybe it's a bit more difficult to, if you're moving there as an immigrant, it's a bit more difficult to integrate fully in the culture because the culture is so different. And I don't know if they're also as receptive to accept you. I don't know.
Oh, well, that also must be it. But also, I feel like it's one country, right? When you move to the US,
Right.
it's one country. When
Right.
you move here, like, I was like, oh, I'm from, like, I know very few Dutch people and I live in Amsterdam for 6 years now.
Right.
So everybody is from somewhere
Right.
and they're really interested about. It's like, oh, you're from Romania. I've been. Oh, I met somebody at the show that was like, I've been to Galați, and I literally asked why.
Why?
And I've never been to Galați.
What was the answer? I'm curious now.
Like they build ships.
They build ships in Galați?
Yeah, they build. So the Dutch ships are like the boats that
Right.
not the small ones or something,
Right.
or like the yachts. So
Right.
They build them in Galați. So they go and they oversee the Dutch, like, boat architects.
This is like an outsourcing thing? Yeah, like a boat designer or like a boat
Apparently,
boatmeister.
we're very good at it. Apparently,
Building boats
yeah.
for lower cost.
Yeah, I think that was the main reason.
These guys are really good at building boats and not asking for money.
Money, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great deal they got here. Yeah, as opposed to those other guys that are also really good at building boats, but they want more money.
Also, we have the sea.
The sea, yeah.
We
So you
go
can test
out
them.
of the.
Right.
They can test them. They can bring them.
Makes sense. And yeah, they could do it in Sicily, but maybe they don't.
In Sicily. Sorry.
Yes, but they want to get the I don't know. I've never been to Sicily, but I don't want to talk shit about them. But I would assume that they'll also have access to the sea. Maybe there's not as big of a boat building industry.
I have never heard.
Maybe Traian Băsescu's from Galați. I don't know if he's from Constanța actually. You know Traian Băsescu?
Of course. So this would be the kind of thing that we can. Traian Băsescu is the first. Yes, I voted for him. I was 18.
Yeah, okay.
It's the first time when I voted.
Oh, really? From Băsescu?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Boo. I don't know when was this still. I don't think I was of voting age.
I was like our teacher in school because I was first year at university in Bucharest, and I forgot who was he against Ponta.
I can't remember, but it's all one big scam because I
don't remember.
When you look at like the US, they have like two parties. If you look at Romania, there's also two parties, and it's basically just one party.
Just basically one party, but it has different names.
Exactly, yeah.
So they can be more bosses for this.
Yeah, exactly. But the motto is the same. Still don't. I don't know. I think now there's a lot. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff. It's weird talking about Romania having not lived in Romania for a while because like I feel like when I go back to Romania now, it feels like things have changed for the better.
Of course,
things have changed for the better. But I also, I don't go outside of the city center. I'm staying in like Bucharest city center, or I'm staying in like Cluj or like Timișoara, and everything looks great. But we don't really know exactly what's. I just feel like everything's gotten more expensive.
Oh, and it is expensive.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe if the big difference is like there are people that have more money. And things are more expensive, but at the same time, like maybe that comes at a cost. I don't know if it comes at a cost of like, is the middle class that has more money? Is it the middle class that has more money? Or is it like just one layer of society got richer and the poor got poorer and the middle class got destroyed? I have no idea. Maybe if anybody's watching and you can tell me where you are in the situation, you can.
Do we have a middle class? I think, yeah, you're right. I don't, because I also worried what is a middle class?
Yeah, like what do you define a middle class as, right? Like, what do you have? Like, you have like two cars, one car? Like, I don't know.
I think everybody has at least two cars.
At least two cars in the middle class, you think?
Well, I remember that my father, I think we started being rich.
Rich?
Well, yeah.
Hey,
so my grandpa had money.
Nice.
And then...
Communism, money?
Yeah, and he was part of the police, so yeah.
It was part of the police, so they stole.
Yeah. And then after my grandpa passed away, then my parents realized, because they always thought, they were like, oh, it's so easy to get an apartment and get this and this and this. And then they were like, oh, it's not us, they had the money. It was, and then they just spent the money, like, but very quickly, you
Really?
know, how young people, like at 30, they
That's
just
crazy.
managed to spend, they sold the apartment. He had like everything.
He had
And
a lot of apartments.
He had the one, and then he had the house in the,
Right, okay.
and then he had like vineyards and everything.
Right.
And they sold it, you know how those people, because you didn't have how to measure what is the normal price for something.
Right.
So they were like, oh, you are offering me this huge amount of money, of course, have it.
But
And then,
you don't have a frame of reference.
yeah, you don't have a frame reference, there was nothing.
So they sold it underpriced maybe.
Very underpriced. Yeah,
Żabka.
to family members.
Yes, to other family members.
Yeah, because they were like, it's easier to keep it in for family, and it was.
They kept it in the family, but like they own it now.
But they owned it.
I see.
And then they spent all the money very quickly. And then for.
Do you know on what?
I think might have been. Alcohol. But like it was
Classic Eastern European success story.
Yeah,
It was expensive alcohol, you know.
Expensive alcohol. I think we also took some trips because we didn't. They changed. My mom sold the apartment.
I see.
And got a new one. So that was the
I see.
the
So
deal.
they swapped. They got a small one maybe.
They got a bigger. So no. They sold my grandpa's apartment and my mom. We got. I don't even know how to say the comandat, but it's like in Romania.
Is
we
it
have this.
is it on a shoot?
It's studio. We were living in a studio. In Ploiești, yeah. It's a new way of saying it. And then we got 2 rooms, which means plus the living room. And I had my own room for the first time. It was amazing.
How old were you?
13.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, but then I had to clean my own room. It was really nice, yeah.
Right.
We still live there.
But that was, you were middle class. You would say you're middle class?
I always...
Because I was almost confused about, like, growing up, I think everybody was, like, poor class, you know? I mean, like, it wasn't, like, poor, like, we were living on the streets, but everybody was, like, constantly complaining about money. I don't know if that was the situation for you, but maybe it's just, like, everybody that I knew growing up was complaining about money, right?
Yeah, but I didn't have the concept of being rich. So I was coming back home from school, and usually we didn't really have food, like, when I was in high school. But in comparison with the other kids in my class, I at least had a sandwich, you know?
Right.
So I thought that I was rich. Like I grew up with the impression that I can go on vacation once a year to the seaside.
Seaside, okay.
And stay in a hotel that should not be a hotel.
Right. It's like someone's house, or like a house converted.
Yeah, and
like
then,
an old style Airbnb with the key at the.
I think that's how it was, right?
The seaside, right? Yeah, people would, like, if you don't know, before Airbnbs, if you wanted to go to the seaside in Romania, there were people just on the streets at the entrance to the city just shaking keys. They would shake keys, and they'll be like, all right, we'll go sit with this guy, no? So
that's how.
That was the Airbnb lifestyle. Like, hey, maybe this is a good point. Middle class was if you could afford to go to the seaside once a year.
Yeah, and also the important part was when you start the year, the school year. I was able to get a new pair of jeans, a t-shirt, and a sweater.
At the start of the year, new stuff.
New stuff. That was for the entire year.
Right,
and a pair of boots.
Pair of boots, okay. Yeah, I think we also had this, but sometimes we would frequent the secondhand shops, which caused some frictions here and there. Because they were like secondhand shops that they would bring clothes from Germany.
We have oh yes, we have.
They would bring stuff from Germany. So this is what you were like, maybe a bit richer than I was. Because you guys weren't going to the secondhand.
I mean, we like this.
Maybe Ploiești they didn't get the secondhand.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Yeah, but I'm 41. I wonder
so 5
if
years difference. Maybe 5 year difference.
Yeah, so I wonder if we did have. Because when they started, my mom was obsessed with
the second hand.
But yeah, because she used to come back home and be like, "Oh my God, Luana, I bought you this brand, like this T-shirt. It's a brand, and it was H&M."
But it was H&M in like 2002 or like 2003 or when was it?
Yeah, that was
2004 maybe.
the older I got, the less money we had.
Right. Okay.
This was
That's a good metaphor, right?
Yeah.
For like inflation or whatnot.
Oh, you think
Maybe inflation and like moving away from communism and like maybe it's also the fact that it's not maybe you had less money. Things started getting more expensive because they were like the inflated prices, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it could be. Yeah, interesting. We're trying to pinpoint exactly what is middle class, what was middle class, and then what it is now. Middle class, like people have PlayStations, they have a nice apartment, multiple. Maybe they have 2 apartments. You think that's middle class now, or like?
Yeah, I think there's the middle class because rich people, they are extremely.
Yeah. I mean, you see them even like like in Bucharest, they have like sometimes I'm like people are having like these like in Bucharest like Maybach or like Bentley. I'm like, what the fuck?
I do not understand.
I'm always like, what do these guys do? Like what do they do? What's their job?
Also, it's horrible to drive in Bucharest. Regardless of the Maybach or something, it's still the same.
Yeah, traffic is still shit. You're still stuck. This is the irony of it. You're still stuck in it. But it's interesting because I mean, I don't know. I mean, now whenever I go there, I take an Uber, right? Oh, careful. Yeah, it's fine. Whenever I go there, it's like I get an Uber, right? So like an Uber. So it's fine, but I try to avoid like the getting stuck in traffic, Maybe it's like you live outside of the city. I know some people that live outside the city.
I think that
at houses.
Most of but also if you live, I have some friends that moved outside, like near Terme. They have the terms.
The terms, the baths.
The spas.
The spas, yeah.
But then they work in the middle of the city, which takes them like an hour and something to go to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To go to work.
That's like Mexico times. Mexico City is like the traffic's quite heavy.
Or like it was in Japan when I.
Right. But Japan was like, I mean, Japan is a good example of middle class, right? Like, who's middle class in Japan?
Everybody.
But everybody feels middle class, right?
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody feels middle class. You don't necessarily need to have a car. You can have a car, but I guess the public transportation is already reliable enough.
Well, good luck with parking it.
Yeah, exactly. Where are you gonna park it?
And you then, get taxed for it a lot. So.
Yeah, and then if you have like, you live outside of the center of, you're not gonna live in center Tokyo. You're gonna live somewhere outside like an hour. And you have like a nice house.
Yeah, and it's
a nice little tiny
quiet.
house with like 2 rooms, quiet. Yeah, and it feels like Japan has more middle class than I guess most of the places that we've been to, right?
I don't think I've seen another. I wonder about the Netherlands.
I don't know enough about the Netherlands. To be honest, I don't know enough about Germany, even though I've been living there for like 8 years. But I would say like maybe in Germany, middle class, there's a lot of middle class as well. Mm-hmm. But I feel like maybe there's like middle class in Germany. Maybe it's like more like in Berlin. I would say like, yeah, you live like inside the ring. But there's also people that live outside the ring and they have like very nice lives and houses. So maybe it's more like ethnicity kind of oriented, because like Neukölln, like the Turkish neighborhood.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I don't know. That's also kind of like middle class. I don't know if it counts as. It depends. I think the apartments, because if you have like the thing is like in Germany, if you have lived there for a very long time, you're probably locked in some very low rents.
Yeah.
So in that situation, you could. I know people that have like 3-bedroom apartments for like $800 a month. But they've had it for like 15 years.
Is there any rent control in?
I think there is, yeah. So that you can't go too crazy. I mean, now the apartment that we rented is like 74 square meters or something.
Oh, it's as big as my apartment in Romania.
Yeah, so it's nice and big, but then the rent is tripled from what we were paying before, because we were in one of these rent-controlled studios before.
Oh, okay.
So now I think this guy's like fleecing us a little bit. We're at least paying 300 over the area price, at least 300 or 400 over. Because he renovated a couple of stuff. He bought some new furniture, bought a TV, and it's like, voila.
Ah, okay. Here you are. It's the same as when you buy a house and you renovate it.
Kind of like that. Yeah. There's been a bit of speculation. So I feel like, I don't know. Then the Netherlands also, like, what is middle class? Middle class is you have 2 bikes. I don't know. You have
an electric one.
Electric one. That's where you're going in the different direction, right? Is that like is that coming up now?
Oh, electric bikes, yes, because I think it's mainly for children just going to school because
Right.
they Dutch people they kind of need to get out of Amsterdam if they have a
Right,
family
right.
because they can't afford it's
Yeah,
like
Amsterdam,
the-
yeah.
and then their kids have to just bike for like 30 minutes per day.
Mm,
And the parents are like, okay, we are gonna but
Make
they
life
started
easier.
renting renting bikes per month,
right.
which is a thing that I also
Interesting.
do. But they rent mostly the e-bikes because if they break, you just pay like a huge
Right, right.
amount of
I see. To repaired.
of money. But it's also nice to bike. I don't bike,
Uh-huh.
but I mean I can. But
I mean, I can also bike, but I've never really gotten into biking. I should do more biking.
but it's
Yeah.
very easy. I mean, it's the easiest thing in Amsterdam at
Right,
least.
right, right.
It's
Berlin is also very bike friendly. It's not that bad.
Berlin.
I think. Well, you don't. You look skeptical. I see a lot of people biking. I don't know.
I
I've
see
never.
a lot of people biking. I don't. I wonder if it's a safe.
I think it's not as safe
Okay.
as Amsterdam for sure. I think Amsterdam, and just generally the Netherlands, is much safer biking. They have clear delimitation, right?
In Romania, every time there is a biker, my mom has a license. I strongly believe she shouldn't, but every time she sees a biker, and it's not even like in front of her.
Uh-huh.
She's like, "Boo, boo, with your bike, you don't have a car, boo.
You don't even have a car.
You don't even have a car."
Yeah, you poor fuck. You're not the middle class. You have a bike.
And then I'm like, Mom, but I live in Amsterdam. I also have a bike. And she's like, yeah, but it's a different country, different rules.
Yeah, they do look down on bike. I mean, I don't know how. I've seen some people biking in Bucharest as well, but like, I think maybe people look down on. Maybe this was also the element of scarcity coming out of communism. You know, you don't have a car. You know, you're poor.
You think
Yeah,
you're
I think
right.
so. Yeah,
Maybe
because they wanted to have a car. Because like I think in communism you can only have a car and you have like different day license plates. You had like because you know, on one day the evens could drive and then the other ones the odds. You know.
Oh my God, I forgot.
You know, yeah. So like if you had a license plate that was started with 2, you could drive on like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and like every 2 days, right?
How many days would it
7 days. So I guess it
from
reflects.
from
So you can only drive technically like depending on the
Cluj
week.
to Constanța to go to the seaside would be like
But I think that was only I think that was only in Bucharest. For voice traffic.
only in the jet lag.
I'm still jet lagged. It's going to the US. It's like it takes me like a whole week to get back, and then we came back. I think when is it like this? I think it's been almost a week now, but I'm having difficulties getting back on track. I think we came back on Monday. It was Monday or something. Monday or Sunday. So it's like 4 or 5 days back in Europe, and I'm like still a bit like last night. I only slept like 5 hours, I think.
But they're the hardest. So I feel like the first 2 days you're like, oh, this time I'm rocking this jet lag. It's great. It does not affect me at all. And then you're like, it's just feel hungover all the time.
Yeah, it was this whole week I woke up at like 1:30 and then didn't do much. So, but I think now like especially with these shows, after I'm gonna be more tired after the show, I'm gonna definitely get back on the European.
Can you sleep, since we're talking about this, can you sleep after shows, but like, how long does it take you to fall asleep after a show?
Maybe like an hour and a half, 2 sometimes. And if I eat something, which I shouldn't, because like it's the difficult. Like, if I eat after the show, like usually I like get like a kebab.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing open, so I'm like, I gain like a bit of weight, and I'm like, oh, okay, because I'm like eating after the shows, right? So I'm like. But now I'm going to the gym in Berlin. It's I went to the US. So we went to the US, and I think coming back now to Berlin, it's like I think like the summer in Berlin and like the quality of life is much higher. Like even than like San Francisco or like New York, I'm like I would rather be summer here.
Really?
Because it's more nature. Berlin now is like green all over the place. It's a lot of greenery. It's a lot of nature. People are walking around. It's very walkable. I think also New York gets a little bit hot. It's also a bit windy because of the skyscrapers.
Yeah,
there's also
Berlin
like
is very hot.
It smells a bit like weed everywhere, and
really?
also it's
really.
I don't know. I think I'm having some mixed feelings about New York a little bit. I do like it as a city, but I feel like it's a little bit, You know, it's really coming back from New York to like Berlin now. I'm like, that's great.
I think I understand you because I think I spent at one point a month in New York, and now I was ready to leave in a way.
It's also expensive and the food's not great. I mean, yeah, basically, if you want to get the food, you have to pay more.
And I live in Amsterdam. The food is not great.
Yeah, you're struggling. What do you eat there?
Well, I don't eat a lot of things because I just, but kebab.
Kebabs.
Pizza. Yeah, oh, I have a lot of Italian friends, and I have learned where the cheap, good Italian places are. So usually I
They
just
give the Italian connection, the inside knowledge.
Yeah, and I started. I started cooking recently. There is also like.
What are you cooking? Look at us living. I think I've also started cooking a little bit. Moving to this new apartment now, we have like a bigger apartment. They have a bigger kitchen.
Right, you cook more, right?
Yes, yeah, because you have space, right?
Yeah.
I went to there's a Romanian shop in Neukölln, and I bought borscht.
Oh,
I bought borscht to
that's so nice.
make my own. So it's like a sour. You have like it's a thing to sour the soup. It's like if you want to make borscht, we have another thing in Romanian called borscht, which is just like the sour element you get from fermenting tărâțe.
How do you say?
I have no idea. Somebody's gonna put maybe we're gonna have a little thing here says what tărâțe is.
I love to drink borscht.
It's so sour, right? Yeah. So I went to the guy only accepts cash at the store.
Of course.
Yes, he only cash, and he sells like all kinds of stuff, like the tea. He sells foie de dauphin. He sells all kinds of things that you can get.
That's right? I think.
Yeah, I don't know, some leaf of something.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. But tea, what tea do you get?
You can get like I didn't really get any teas, but they sell all kinds of stuff. I think I got some salam sasesc, salam de țară, all kinds of like salamis.
Oh, salami.
Yeah, so they sell them. They sell them there, and I've been trying because we got like we got an Instapot. I don't know what an Instapot is.
It's
like a pressure cooker.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a pressure cooker. Yeah, because I was like, I want to make more soups, and I want to eat more soup and more healthy, and eat at home, and rather than spending like now the kebabs also have gotten out of control in Berlin. It's like €9 for a kebab, which is like
no way.
Yeah, it's like €9. No, it's fucking insane. Where I live, it's €9. You can still get it for like 7 in some parts, but like €9 seems like fucking.
But when I went in 2021,
that's 5 years ago.
Victor was showing me. I was like, oh, this kebab is €2.5, and it's the best kebab here. I was like, €2.5, but that's a huge change.
Yeah, maybe that 2.5 kebab now is like 7. It's
too much of a change.
It's 2001 was like, 2021 was like still 5 years ago. Like after the pandemic, things just kind of went out of control with the prices a little bit in Berlin. So I'm like, you can get a whole chicken from like the supermarket for like €7. So I'm like, I can make my own borscht and my own chicken. We got like an air fryer.
Oh, they're great. I don't have one, but
got an air fryer, making a lot of chicken in the air fryer. I'm making a lot of vegetables. I'm air frying vegetables. So I'm eating a little bit more healthy. Because I'm cutting up like potatoes and I'm cutting up like carrots. That is all the vegetables. And then I just air fry
potatoes
them.
and carrots.
Yeah, and I'm going to try
avocado?
to do like...
No?
In the air fryer?
Oh, sorry. I'm new to this cooking thing.
Yes, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. Interesting suggestion to put an avocado in the air fryer. But why not?
Nobody tried probably. You should.
Yeah, why not? And then Sophia, my wife, she does like sweet potato with chocolate in the air fryer.
Sorry,
like sweet potato. You know sweet potato?
Potato soup.
No, sweet potato.
Oh, sweet potato with chocolate?
With chocolate on top. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, I believe because it's... Okay, yeah.
But then you have to get the sweet potato like super kind of like soft.
I've never heard of this in my life.
Yeah, I think her mom was doing it, and that's kind of we stole the recipe. But her mom was like very fitness oriented, very like yoga minded.
With chocolate?
That's the chakra. That's the chakra. The chocolate chakra.
Okay, I need to talk to her. I like the way.
The way she
I like the way she's doing things.
Yes, the way
chocolate chakra,
chocolate chakras. Yes. And so the Instapot I've been trying to make pho a couple of times.
Oh,
because I was like, why should I pay €12 for pho when I can pay €30 and fail it at home?
Yeah. Because the problem is that you know what it actually tastes like.
That's
That is the
yeah.
problem.
Yeah. So I've been trying to make. I think I've tried to make it 3 times so far, and it was like not quite there. I had to kind of dive deep into the Asian supermarket shelves. I had to get star anise, which is like the star little vegetable, like flower thing, and then I have
Ate
to.
it.
Huh?
It's one of the few things that I cannot eat.
I don't know exactly. I've never heard of it before, but I just put it in there, and I get like this.
You put it in the
Put it in there. Yeah.
pho?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Judgment.
I don't know. It's one of the things that I don't like. I did cook for my partner some rolled cabbage. He has never been to Romania. He never tasted them. But
Raw cabbage.
Rolled cabbage roll.
Yeah, okay.
Rolled
Samale.
cabbage. Samale. But
You made them.
Well, I made, we call it varza la Cluj, which is like you put the
It's
milk
cabbage à la Cluj.
à la Cluj. It's like you put the cabbage and then you put the meat and cabbage and meat because it's too hard to roll.
It sounds like lasagna, but with cabbage.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Sounds like cabbage lasagna. This is what you're describing here.
That's exactly one of my Italian friends.
That's what they said? Yeah?
He was like, this is lasagna, but healthier. And I was like, okay, whatever. It's like, why do you Romanians eat so much cabbage? I was like, I think it's because we didn't have anything else. Why do you think we eat so much cabbage?
I like cabbage. I went and I bought a cabbage because I remember my mom was doing like a cabbage salad when I was growing up. And I was
the cabbage salad with like
pepper and like olive oil and tomatoes.
And then you mix it with your hands.
And I tried to do it and it didn't work. I tried to make cabbage soup, but apparently she never. I asked my mom, "Did you ever make cabbage chorba de varza?" Is that the thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And my mom was like, "I have never done that." My mom was like, "I have never done that in my life. I don't know where you got this from." And I tried to make cabbage soup, and it tasted like shit. And apparently,
But it tastes like shit. You did it well.
I did it well. I achieved it.
It's not for diets. It's like it's.
I didn't know. Yeah. I was trying. So anyway, I made it, and it's like apparently the more you pressure cook the cabbage, boil it, the shittier it gets. So we had to throw it away. So I did have a couple experiments that turned into some food waste.
Actually, it's interesting because I've never heard of somebody ruining a cabbage meal because it's so easy to make it. It's an achievement.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I fucked up half a cabbage, and then I left the other half in the fridge, and then I never used it, and it got bad. It started molding, and I threw it away. So I have my failures have been in the kitchen this year. Okay. I've been trying to figure out because we have a bit more space now. I'm like, fuck. And then we discovered when we were in London, we went and had a cafe. This is what we're doing now. It just arrived yesterday.
What are you doing?
We discovered a cafe in London. It was Hojicha tea. You know Hojicha?
Hojicha.
Yeah. She went so Japanese. Hojicha.
But I forgot what actually
it's like roast. I think it's like roasted tea leaves, roasted green.
Oh yeah, it's roasted.
And then we started making. This guy was doing like Hojicha latte in London. And it was super delicious.
Oh my God.
And then I ordered it online so we can do it at home. Because we already started doing matcha at home.
And how does it? I also do matcha at home, but I mean, I do it the Japanese way, but the Japanese way, it's like you just...
With the little...
I mean, I don't do the whole ceremony, but it tastes like grass.
No, what I do is I do the following thing is we have like a mixer, like for that makes smoothies.
Yeah, okay.
So we put we use Alpro coconut milk.
Because now you are vegan.
No, just because it tastes better.
Oh yeah, coconut milk.
Yeah, Alpro. I think it's Alpro coconut milk, and then we put it in the glass, the mixer thing, and then put the matcha in there, and then we just put the thing on top, the mixer thingy, and we put it on the thing, and it mixes it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and it mixes it all the way. And then that's how we drink it because I don't know, I feel like we have a lot of matcha places and I feel like I sound so cheap. But, it's
expensive.
Like €7 for a matcha. Come on, man. Is it going to fold my laundry? Or is it going to is it going to clean my car? This is what they would say back in...
in Romania, right?
And then you get a whole fucking bag of matcha for €10. And you have matcha for a month,
Yeah, that's why I don't buy tea when I go to... I mean, I also buy
I mean, I'll get a matcha every now and then out there, but like it's maybe this is middle class problems. This is matcha.
Matcha.
Having matcha out is already middle class. Regular matcha out is middle class. We're coming back to understanding what is the middle class, eh?
Because when I moved from Japan, in Japan, matcha was matcha is a thing that you do at home. Like I was like, okay, this is powder green tea, like that's very strong. And I had matcha here for the first time. I don't know where, but everybody was like, matcha. And I was like, I remember being like, because they like, what is this milky thing?
Right.
And everybody was like, this is so delicious. Now I can drink it because I got used to.
Right.
I got used to it. I think the same when I had like udon or when the first time I had udon here, I couldn't eat it.
Was the shit?
It was so bad.
Udon is the thick noodle.
They were too well made.
Right.
Like, the noodles, and it was so expensive. Like in Japan I could buy with €5.
Yes.
Here it was like, we're just gonna do it for 15.
Yes, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean it's
but now I find them amazing
because I think you got used to it, right?
It changes.
Yeah. Because I also, when I first moved back from Japan, I had sushi here, and I was like,
oh.
and then I didn't have sushi for like 3 years after that. But now I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's not amazing, but I still remember, like, because I haven't been to Japan since like 2016. I think it's been 10 years.
Oh, you should go, because like
that was cheap.
It's cheap, yeah. Now it's cheap. A lot of things have changed, but there is still very few places where you can pay with card, which is amazing. I was like, they are like, no, you have to. I remember when I went with Victor last time. I explained it to him, and he was like, "No way! It's been years since you've been here, and then you can't.
You can't pay. You have to get the yen from the ATM.
And still, I mean, this is because I don't know why, but it's a very traditional society. But also,
I think it's just older society.
I mean, yes, it is.
No, it's like people are also older, and
they're old.
They're stuck in their ways.
But they look young.
Yeah, well, I guess you like 50-year-old look quite young, like as compared to the West, right? Even the West now, I think everybody looks a bit younger now, no? Like before, like they did before. Before they would like smoke, and that a guy at 30 would have like no hair and look like you look at some of these movies from like in the 70s and 80s.
Oh yeah, I think I started looking like at the TV series from the Golden Girls. I was looking at Golden Girls, and the Golden Girls are actually between 58 and 65 in the.
And they look like they're 90, you know?
Yeah, they look like they're 90. I'm like, oh my God, why?
Yeah. I think we did a better job in terms of like, I guess, I don't know, people started exercising more, maybe like they stopped kind of like intaking so much. Cigarettes is now lower. I don't smoke, you smoke?
I try occasionally when I can have somebody to give me a cigarette, because if I buy my own pack,
game over.
Comedians are just gonna be all over me.
This is what middle class is. When you can buy your own pack of cigarettes and you don't have to worry about who you're sharing it with, huh?
They're like, do you have a cigarette? And then an audience member comes, oh my God, you have a cigarette? And if they see me on stage and at the break...
Donation comedy shows.
Yeah.
This is at donation comedy shows?
Yeah, this is. And then I don't give them a cigarette, but then I talk to them and I said something weird during the show today. I feel like I owe them a cigarette, you know? So it's...
The search, this is what we're going to name this episode, The Search for the Middle Class.
The Search for the Middle Class.
The Search for the Middle Class. I don't know, you feel like... How do you feel the comedians in the Amsterdam scene? Are they middle class or where are they?
Oh my God.
You don't have to name names or anything.
But the comedians who do comedy full time...
Maybe we can skip them because that's depends.
No. I mean, I don't think. I think
they're entrepreneurs.
Struggle. Yeah, they struggle. They struggle with. Yeah, it is a bit of a struggle more than 2-3 years ago.
Right? You think so?
Yeah, because the comedy clubs they don't pay that well, and then in the Netherlands you kind of need to travel for shows. So, for example, you go to Rotterdam, you get paid 100 euros, but then the everything is 50. You know?
Right.
And you also come back at 1 a.m. and you're this was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, that's always been like the thing with the traveling for spots. Sometimes it's a bit tough because you're like, you're going for like a spot that's 100 euros, but you put 8 hours in it, so you're making like 9 euros an hour or something, right?
Yeah.
But you should never think like that because
that's what I wanted to say. You should
because you're doing it because you want to do it, and of course you should obviously get paid more if possible, but you have to get the stage time in.
Yeah, you should.
I remember when I first wanted to do a show, I think I reached out to, I don't know, I think it was Club Hog or somewhere, and they said that when I first wanted to do my full hour, or someone else, maybe like someone telling me from Amsterdam was like, we can come and do your like 45 minutes, but we can only pay you 50 euros. I'm like, oh my God, I won't even cover the one night of accommodation,
That sounds about... No. Well, Rotterdam is a bit cheaper.
It was 2018.
2018. Well, in 2018, I think...
it's a different ball game.
They were not paid at all. That's why 50 euros
was really generous,
sounded very generous. Now it's... I would say that maybe in comparison with other cities, you can make a living without doing your shows, just spots, but it's like at a bare
Right, like scraping.
Yeah, but at least you're
in there, you're doing what you want,
You're in there, you do what you want, you perform for 10, 15 minutes.
Well, I think it's also now more people doing comedy, more people know about comedy. It's I don't know, but you're saying like people are having a harder time now than before.
I think so.
Because of inflation or like less spots, more comedians?
I think there is more spots, but also at the same time, I think there is more unpaid spots, more comedians. I would say that the number of good comedians is staying kind of the same because some go, some come. It takes time until some quit until they.
Right.
I think they understood, the comedy clubs, that they can pay less and people will still want to do the spots. At the moment you actually say more, they will probably give it to you.
Right.
But then you're like, can I say, it's the same thing as a raise for a job.
Right.
And they're like, oh, then don't do it at all, because it's also the the fear. But I think it's harder because also the prices, everything just went up.
Yeah. No, it's true. Everything's going up crazy. Inflation is. I feel like definitely travel has got more expensive. I feel like a little, because like, I don't know, I feel like back in the day I could like get like a 90 euro at Ryanair, but now it's not as easy. I think Ryanair has also reduced the flights from Berlin. I don't know.
We don't even, I think in Amsterdam, Ryanair is not flying anymore. Even in the Netherlands, I don't think Ryanair is flying anymore.
To be honest, I feel like, where we are at the moment, and just to kind of reflect a bit, I think in Europe it's still quite easy to get the train. You can go here, you can do some stuff. But I feel like in the US it's also just difficult to get stage time.
Is it to the stage time in general?
Oh, it depends. If you're in a city where basically, let's say LA is notoriously hard to get stage time because you need to drive everywhere, So then you can get stuck in traffic. You have to pay for gas. You find parking. It's crazy to get the stage time. Yeah, I've watched a couple of shows there, and I feel like the level is even in Berlin and Amsterdam. I feel like the level. Well, again, the level I think might be a bit higher in some aspects because people get more stage time and they have maybe time to work for jokes a little better. And in New York, you have like the higher tier comedians that get into all the clubs. Like you can do shows at all the clubs. They get better faster because now you're performing at all the clubs. But if you're really starting off in New York, it's quite tough because now you're doing all the comedian rooms.
Yeah. Also, no, I think you're right. I mean, you probably have seen way more. What I noticed with comedians visiting, and I'm not saying it's not the comedians that the comedians that probably have been doing it for the same amount of years than me, let's say 7-8 years.
Right.
Whenever something unexpected happens in the room, it's very, very few times when they acknowledge it or recover or
Right.
I'm not even sure. And
Right.
they stick to the time, which is something that has like the
Right.
time is the most
Right. So,
important.
yeah.
But then I'm like, I feel like it's about showing to the producer or something that these are my jokes, the audience doesn't know.
Right.
As long as for me, whenever I do my shows, I'm like, well, but these people came out to have fun. It's my responsibility to try.
Yeah,
it's not about me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's also looking at that. I mean, also you produce your own show, so maybe in that situation you also have like you have a responsibility towards like the audience, you know. And I also feel like the same situation. You have like a bit of a responsibility to be entertained, you know.
But maybe it's also the stage time.
The stage time, yeah. Who knows? Because you get more stage time.
It's I feel like I wanted to say.
I think we're definitely middle class comedian stage time for stage time. And if the metric was like we're not middle class, we're like bourgeois stage time comedians.
Bourgeois is better than middle class?
Yes, because we have a lot of stage time.
Ah, okay.
Like we get more stage time. Yeah, we get more stage time than the people that don't get as much stage time.
Bourgeois comedian.
So I think we definitely get more stage time because you run your own shows. I do my own shows as well. So it's definitely a more abundance of. I mean, even before like I was doing my 1 hours, I was running so many shows in Berlin, right?
Yeah.
So it was like.
But it's so different. I haven't done hours in. I restarted doing them now, and it's like sometimes I used to do like even 2 hours without the break.
Right.
And now I remember like 2 weeks ago when I did it after a long time, I looked at the clock and it was like I was at 35 minutes and I looked at them literally and I said, I'm so tired. and then they started laughing and I was like, you just have to do a bit better because like you're having fun, but I don't have the energy. So you give me some energy. Yes. And it was like all this.
Right. But I think that's also a great thing to discover that, again, like I feel like that's a great tool to pull out and let the audience know that they're also the show, that the energy that they give also, it's not like me performing for them. It's like them being part of it as well. So I think that's cool. And then they responded well.
Yeah, they responded well. We did an hour and 20.
Nice. There you go. They had like 50 more minutes to put into the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it happens with especially because I asked them a lot of inappropriate things about their secrets or whatever. Whatever they don't want to talk about, I'm going to talk about it.
But all that audience is like, who is there in the audience? Because it's Amsterdam, so I'm assuming it's like, how much is it Dutch? How much is it internationals?
Well, usually, let's say maybe 5% is Dutch.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then... I mean, I also started having tourists. I think I hit a tourist maybe because it's summer.
Right.
But I would say Belgium, people just like I have a lot of Germans, which I would say that Dutch and German, Belgian people in the same room, they don't make an awesome show.
We're in Brussels tonight. We're gonna do a show for the Belgians. Well, it's going to be mostly internationals anyway, because I think if the show is in English, it somehow attracts more. Yeah. It's always interesting to kind of understand exactly, because if you go to the shows in Romania where they're Romanians, all of them Romanians, right?
Yeah.
But even at the shows that I do in English, there's also 70% is Romanian, the other international. I'm curious to see how like the other shows look like. I don't know if it's my shows because I'm Romanian, but I'm curious to see how like an audience for a non-Romanian comedian does it in English there. And I think Elena Gabriel did a couple of shows at Club 99. We should ask her how it went. What was the makeup of the audience?
I'm really curious. I have a couple of Romanian friends that went to see her. So I think there is mostly, unless I don't know what the expat community or the foreigners do in Bucharest, because I don't think there is a lot of things. Movies, everything is in English anyway.
Yeah. I think it's much. I think if you were an expat or foreigner, an immigrant in Bucharest, I mean, even that can be. The immigrant in Bucharest now has. Now you can say that is the expat and like the immigrant because like they're getting so many people from that are working for like Wolt and
from Southeast Asia.
Yeah, and they're not necessarily. I don't know. How, they're not going for comedy shows. I think it's also because they get paid much less, right?
Yes.
But I think there's also a lot of like Greeks and Turks and other international people that work for like multinationals that do kind of like come to these shows. I should do more shows in Bucharest to see, kind of get a feel of the audience.
I would be really, I think, yeah. I usually ask them because I used to, when I did it in Romanian, when I did 3 shows in Bucharest, not in Romanian. And I was so scared that I'm only going to have Romanians. And I will have to do it in Romanian. That at the beginning of the show, I was like, who here is not from Romania? And then I think in like 90 people, 3 people raised their hands. And I was like, thank you so much for coming. And then they were like, yeah, but we can speak Romanian. And I was like, no.
Calmate.
Don't, calmate, just don't do this to me.
Yeah, there are people. I've met a couple of people, and usually like medical students. They're from like Lebanon or some other places. They speak like perfect Romanian.
But it's a hard language, right?
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
But like
you
perfect.
Pick it up. Yeah, it's crazy.
Perfect. And Romanian, I just like I can I can't speak it perfect anymore, so I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
to them, I was like.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I was watching some clips that came in my feed from like Toa's new special, and I was like, "It's very well done and crafted." And I'm like, "Oh,
it's
also nice.
I'm gonna watch it."
It's also nice. So yeah, you can also do a lot of cool things with the Romanian language. I feel like also stand up in Romania. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's my impression. I haven't been there that much, so maybe I feel like it's also kind of like it's hit the peak and now it's on a downtrend. But I don't know for sure because I think there was a lot of TV shows about stand up. They were like milking it. There was like Are You More, there was like Stand Up Revolution, there was like everywhere. Everybody has, but I think now it's kind of like going a bit more into a silent patch.
There is I think it's also like a generational thing because my aunt who's like, I think she's 55, around that age, like she was watching Are You More and Stand Up Revolution. Right. And whenever I said, I don't know, let's say Costel, she was like, who's Costel? And I was like, you are little looking at him right now.
Right.
He's a comedian.
So she doesn't...
he's a jury.
He's a judge.
He's a judge. I was like, what the hell are you thinking?
Right. Because they also watch TV, right? They don't go on the internet as much.
Yeah, so they don't acknowledge. And she was like, who's coming to watch comedy? Like, why do people want to laugh? And it was like, it's a generational...
the most communist thing. Why do people want to laugh?
Why do you want to laugh? You can just stay home.
Yes, enjoy what's on TV.
And enjoy what's on TV. And if you don't like it, you change it.
Right. That's crazy. You go to a comedy show, you sit
how
there.
How can you change the comedian?
That's crazy. That's a good point. Imagine you go for someone for 1 hour, they say something you don't like, you can't change them. And you gotta leave.
And also, I don't think they're good at listening. Like, I think we are like
really?
Very talkative. Like, if I have the most hecklers that I've had are Romanian men.
Really?
I know when somebody heckles me 2 or 3 times, not even the accent, and I don't know where they're from, I'm like Romania.
I see. What do you think that is? Because they're sexist, they don't respect you? They don't respect your heart as a woman? Or they feel like they should be there? They feel like I'm the funny one, I should be there. People should be listening to me, not to her.
They're helping me.
They're helping you?
They're like, they're helping me.
Poor comedian, she needs some help.
They're helping me to...
For free?
For free, and for free. Yeah, this is what they say. Oh, I helped you when I said that, and that, and that, and that, and they're on dates.
And they want to impress a little bit, or?
And they're not impressed, like the way. And I mean, they're nice. They're really nice. I think this is how they imagine a conversation. You know how you have conversations over the table. You know,
right.
It's like I speak, he speaks, somebody else speaks at the same time.
Chaos, yeah. So if they feel like, yeah, maybe that's a good observation. Maybe they just feel like, maybe they just feel comfortable enough to treat it like a over the table conversation where everybody can chime in.
And then they say, if I get upset, because usually I started kicking people out of my shows. I love it. It's like, and then they say, this passive aggressive. Oh, don't get upset. Like, you are the professional. You should know how to handle me. And I'm like, whoa! Like it just brings back all
like gaslighting.
But it's very powerful gaslighting on stage. So
right. It makes you doubt yourself.
I'm like, why am I doing this?
Right. But like, I am handling you. I'm kicking you out. That's how I'm handling you.
Yeah, and then
this is my system.
And usually I just bring the sex jokes and they shut up.
Right. They get talk about like something that makes you uncomfortable.
Or their family.
Right. How's your mother?
How's your mother? When was the last time you called your mother?
Yeah, exactly. When's the last time you interrupted her, huh? All right, I think we have to wrap it up because we gotta. But hope you.
It
We're
was
just
really
just a
nice.
relaxed conversation. Nothing. I think
It was
we
so
haven't
fun
found
talking to you.
found where the middle class is yet. But we're still
It's in
looking.
the middle.
It's in the middle. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Let us know if you have some opinions about like where's the middle class in your country or location. How can you tell somebody's middle class? I feel like we're definitely now. I think we're middle class. We're traveling. We're doing comedy. Definitely, there's some degree of level up on the.
We can travel. We
Matcha.
We can eat. We can have matcha.
Matcha, yeah. We're doing shows around. There's we have are not particularly tied to like a corporation or anything. Not that you are not middle class if you're in a corporation, but I feel like we're a different art middle class or something.
We're the struggling middle.
We're the struggling middle class. Yes. But you let us know what you guys think. Well, thanks a lot, Luana. You can follow her on Luana Comedy.
Yeah, Luana Comedy.
You can find her in the Netherlands, and she goes on tour. You on tour?
Actually, yeah, I'm going in Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Bucharest.
Look at the camera. Tell
and
them.
then Budapest, and then Sofia.
Well, thanks a lot, Luana.
Really nice
See you guys soon. Bye bye.